I memean, this is a sport that's on the precipice of irrelevance.
The games are taking over 3.5 hours. Playoff games are taking over 4 hours.
Game's too long, too slow. Who cares?
This is a situation where baseball's in trouble to begin with.
I hate to break it to you, baseball's dead.
Baseball is dead.
Rest in peace.
What a night. What a night of baseball last night. Paul Skenes. I love when stars act like stars. Dallas, I don't believe your microphone is on. I love when stars are stars in this league. Yeah, it's not so funny when you don't get to make fun of Jay Hay for his geriatric ass not being able to figure out.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because he sent the wrong fucking link.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so desperate.
Here's the thing. It's I've said it before. Doing baseball is dead for me is like FaceTiming your grandparents. Like
Yeah,
it
no
is,
kidding, man. Dallas is out of control.
Yeah. It was Jay Hay yesterday, or what's today? Yeah, Jay Hay yesterday. It's Dallas today. It never ends. It never ends. Just like Paul Skenes' domination, huh, Jay Hay?
Yeah, I mean, what were you saying? That you appreciate when stars play like stars?
I
and show
appreciate, like when stars are stars. Like I feel like when you have a guy that goes first round, first overall, and wait, yeah, was he 1-1 or 1-2? He was 1-1.
He was 1-1.
Did Dylan Cruz go? Dylan Cruz went 1-2.
Correct.
Yeah, Paul Skenes went 1-1. When you have a guy that goes 1-1 that then lives up to that and is not just like, well, he had a good career. That's great. Yeah, they hit on that first round, first overall. It's like, no. Like he's now that Tarek Skubal is on the shelf, best pitcher on the planet. It's just nice to see that. It's refreshing to see that because it is like that's one of those things when I do get excited about the MLB draft every single year, and you try to explain it to your friends. You're like, wait, so like, is it like football where they're just gonna make an immediate impact and be a superstar player? It's like, well, no. Like it could be a couple of years. Like with Paul Skenes, we didn't wait very long. And then once he got here, it was just immediate. You're like, yep, I am the superstar that you think I am. And I haven't taken my foot off the gas. I've faced virtually no adversity at all. I'm just great since the second I got here. Like that's very rare.
Baseball is trending in that direction though. And it is trending in that direction on purpose. There have been measures taken to get young players into the fold sooner rather than later. And so I think we will see, and I think we'll continue to see young players, and I think I'm more than comfortable in saying this, it will continue to be pitchers who are probably the ones who are more impactful sooner than later, but the young position player talent is continuing to ratchet up to the point where you have a guy like Connor Griffin, who I just talked about the other day, who is performing very well considering he's 19 years old in the big leagues, right? Like this kid would be happy to be on any other D1 program in the nation. There's 19-year-olds who are in junior college who are doing really well for themselves. This dude is playing a premium defensive position and playing for a team who has big goals and aspirations that he is very much a part of, and he's fucking 19 years old. And we don't need to go down the rabbit hole of, the truncation of the minor leagues and the fact that I think a lot of the responsibility that we're now seeing in terms of player development has been thrust upon the shoulders of outside sources rather than the minor leagues. That's a whole other conversation to have. But the fact that Paul Skenes is not just a thrower and is by definition the embodiment of power pitcher. Power pitcher. This is not a dude who's just chucking rocks up there and praying for swing and miss and has no idea what he's doing. No, there is a tangible approach that you can touch, you can feel, you can see it every time he takes the mound. And last night was special. I mean, for me, a very exciting because I got to watch what Christopher Sanchez did 2 nights ago, and then last night I come home and I watch Paul Skenes. I got to sit down and lock in and watch Paul Skenes, which was a fucking blast because I said it like I think he left the 8th inning with 97 pitches, and I was like, I need Paul Skenes to be back out there. Like, I need air to breathe. Like, please give it to me. And I tweeted it knowing that we weren't going to see him. And I mean, look, there was like 1% that was like, well, maybe. And then I saw the hug, and I was like, no, come on, give me the monster. But nonetheless, the dude was absolutely on point, and it's just it's so fun to watch, guys. To your point, Jared, about dudes who come in with expectation that live up to them, and you can bank on these guys. This is where appointment television comes from. Is I know who's pitching, I know when he's pitching, I will be locking in because games like last night can happen. And the reason I really wanted him to go out there was because the chuckle that Scooble had when they were talking about complete games. And Skenes was like, well, I don't really have, well, I guess I do. I mean, it's 8 innings, we lost. And Scooble next to him is just fucking dying laughing. And it's because you know as a competitor in your heart that you don't want to claim that. Like, that's not a complete game in your mind. Is it statistically? Yes. And so Paul Skenes is like, look, sure, the stats are going to show that it was a complete game. Do I want that? Do I want to claim that? No. But, I mean, I guess since we're talking about it, yeah, sure, I got one. But and Scooble just fucking can't even keep himself together because Paul Skenes, with his stuff, has an opportunity every 5th day to twirl magic, to give you outings just like that. And the fact that he was as efficient as he was, I kind of broke down Christopher Sanchez's outing, and I think I'm going to do it again with Paul Skenes. 38 fastballs, 29 for strikes, 4-seamers, that is. 11 sinkers, 7 of those for strikes. 14 sweepers, 8 for strikes. 14 changeups, 8 for strikes. 20 splits, 13 for strikes. So the dude's filling it up with absolutely everything he's offering. 15 for 26 first pitch strikes. 7 swing and miss on the 4-seam. 1 swing and miss on the sinker. A couple on the changeup and 3 on the split. 13 total fastballs for first pitches. 9 of those for strikes. 7 first pitch sweepers. 4 of those for strikes. 4 splits on the first pitch, 2 of those for strikes. So you see a guy who is very comfortable unloading absolutely everything at any point in time. He can get you out with any one of the pitches I just named. And it's a true treat to watch a guy navigate a lineup the way he can with his entire arsenal and not have to be reliant upon just pure stuff. It's the stuff that makes the outings look as good as they do, as crisp as they do. He's a lot of fun to watch, man. He's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. And there's not like he's not, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not in the art of deceiving because he gets a ton of swing and miss in the zone. Like, he's not trying to get you to chase necessarily. Like, he's like, here's my shit, come and get it. And most folks cannot do that.
I'm trying to think of the at bat. It was towards the end of the game. First pitch split, strike, nasty, painted, down and in, right on right. Next one, split, swing and miss. Then he threw a fucking 3rd split in a row, and I was like, what? You're just an asshole now. Like, you basically just want to, you're like, here, I'm going to throw you 3 of them. 1 for a strike, 1 a little lower, and then 1 to just wipe you out on because you got to be geared up for the heater, right? And I forget who the hitter was, but he was able to lay off it. And then Skenes just fucking fastball. Thanks for coming. Let's get this over with. And that's the other thing is that's where I talk so much about being able to command the baseball. Because if you can command the baseball, even with lesser stuff, you can still compete. You still can compete in the strike zone. And that's where being able to put the ball where you want allows the flexibility to do so. Because as I've told you guys for 10 years, the minute that you start to nibble, especially when you have less than stellar stuff, those pitches get eliminated. And if you've got 97, 98, it might as well be fucking 88. They don't care. They're going to time it up and they're going to barrel you. And you no longer have the ability to compete in the zone. You are now banished to the shadow zone. and that's not a fun place to try to get outs consistently.
No, it's really not. It's just fun to watch, Like, I think I can't even think of like a throwback version of what Paul Skenes would be. It's like, oh, it's like watching so and so, because there's no one like him. There's never been anybody like him.
Well, I mean, Roger, honestly,
that's what I was going to say too. Yeah.
Yeah. Rocket, dude. Straight up. Like, because another guy like Skenes with a little more command, and he's got a little more horsepower behind it, maybe Schilling again, because of the split. But I think Roger Clemens, when we're talking about a full complementary arsenal, who is a pitcher, not just outstuffing you, Roger Clemens, because there was no doubt like he was coming for that ass. Straight, I'm coming at you. You know that as long as I'm on this mound, I will be competing in the strike zone. I'm not dancing around this bitch trying to get you out on your front foot. And no, by virtue of how great I move the ball around, that's where you being off balance in the box comes into play. My ability to be unpredictable, because I have a bevy of offerings that you're going to have to choose from on any given night. And my ability to execute those is why you're off balance. Not because I'm sailing 97 to 100 up under your chin and then spinning you a couple away and then split wipeout. No. I can do that if you'd like, but I can pitch. And that's why Roger Clemens was so special. And same thing can be said for Pedro. That's why these dudes are so special, is because it's the stuff, but the ability to paint, the artistry, right? It's.
I feel like Clemens and Pedro both relied on intimidation, whereas Skenes is just like, I just know that I'm so good. I don't need to buzz your tower. Like, I don't need to make you feel uncomfortable in the box, because whatever it is that I'm chucking up there, I know you're not seeing it. Like, I just know that you're gonna have a hard time. And not to say that this is a bad thing, but I mean, he's limiting traffic as good as any pitcher in the league. He's not walking guys. So I know as a hitter, I'm going up there being like, well, he's going to be in the zone a lot. Like, he's probably not going to walk me. So I can pick something out, pick inner, outer half, like pick something and just hope for the best in that area. Whereas Clemens or Pedro, it's like, you're in the box and I know that you've got a couple hits off me the last handful of at bats, and I'm like, all right, if I want to put one right under your chin, I can do that and make you feel super uncomfortable. Skenes isn't. He doesn't have to do that because his shit is dancing so much.
No, it's not until, I mean, not saying that he's never going to develop this, because it's there. You know it's there. And like people who are familiar with Paul Skenes will tell you, it's there. There's a bully inside. He's so calculated about how he goes about his business. Like the mound presence, the poise, something that you always try to implement into young players, because as a pitcher, you got to remain cool, calm, and collected out there. You don't ever want to show your hand. You don't ever want to show the opposition that you feel like you got away with something, or that you're just not able to hone something in, because that can help lead them into an approach that has them starting to lay off stuff because you haven't been able to execute and you've showed it outwardly. He's not that dude. And I think there will come a day where Paul Skenes, like straight up, someone decides to pick on Connor Griffin. Someone decides to try to bully Connor Griffin. Paul Skenes is on the mound. Paul Skenes might have a little something to say about that.
Jay?
Some of that's got to be era too, right? Just like the demands of the era and how certain things were approached within the era that they pitched in. Skenes specifically, only things I'll add, after that brutal first start of the season against the Mets, where he only lasted 2/3 of an inning and gave up 5 runs. He has gone 7 starts and has a 1.31 ERA in those 7 starts. So very much self-correcting after that tough first one. And a nug, if you will, last night, obviously the first time he's gone 8 innings this season. 8 innings, 0 runs, 0 walks, and 2 or fewer hits by a Pirates pitcher on the road. That's only happened 3 times in the last 40 years. John Smiley in 1988, Cy Young winner Doug Drabek in 1991, and Paul Skenes last night.
Nasty. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, shout him out. I'm sure his NL Cy Young odds are looking great on Kalshi right now. On Kalshi, you are trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position for a limited time. You can download the Kalshi app and use the promo code BID to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, that's Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
33%.
33% for Paul Skenes to take home the award.
That's correct. He's more than double the next best or next highest option, who is Christopher Sanchez, and he's at 16%.
Okay. Would you get in on that action?
I'd be all over that.
Which side of it,
I
Dallas?
mean,
Which one, the Skenes or the Sanchez side? Because you've been...
Look. I think Sanchez offers a lot of value there. A lot, like that's a great value market to dabble in, if you're asking me. I mean, shit. Let's take a look. Let's pull it up.
I mean, what's also interesting about this particular one is that Ohtani and Yamamoto are third and fourth as teammates for the award at 14 and 12%. Ohtani 14, Yamamoto 12, which is, I don't think controversial, but is just kind of interesting in its own right that it's teammates, that it's those two.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're looking at Christopher Sanchez, who has roughly half the chance at the award based on the market play right now, but you're getting more than half the value.
Wow.
More than double, I should say. So yeah, I like the way that Christopher Sanchez is trending, for sure.
why, did anything happen recently that maybe have boosted his chances of getting some recognition for hard work?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a really good pitcher, you know?
Yeah.
Just really good. Yeah, really good pitcher.
He's got good stuff.
He's got great stuff.
Yeah.
He's got great stuff. Stuff that'll have me having to run to the bathroom in between innings and clean myself off.
Good for you. The Cubbies, 14 straight wins at Wrigley, 3 straight walk-offs, and 8 straight wins overall. Last night, the extra innings, bases loaded, hit by pitch gets it done. 3 straight walk-offs. There's something special going on with this Cubbies team. I can't quite put my finger on it because their pitching has been decimated. Like, it's not like, I feel like this is a team that you would look at them and be like, man, we're firing on all cylinders. This is fantastic what's happening. And it is. I mean, they're winning at home where they should be. They're getting it done late in situations where, you know, other teams might fold. You know, you're losing late. You just kind of, you know, sit back and let that L come in. But the Chicago Cubs are finding ways to win despite having probably out of all the contending teams the biggest needs as far as the trade deadline is concerned.
I mean, I think what's fun about what the Cubs have done here is it fair to say that it's sort of even in the dramatic fashion that they've won a few of these ball games during this run, they now are tied, I believe, right, for the second most wins in baseball with the Yankees?
Yes,
I believe so.
Yep.
And the Braves sit just one game ahead of that with 26 wins. So the Cubs are in a week and a half plus have started to create a little bit of a gap between them and the Cardinals. Now it's just about a series and a half or so, right? 3.5 games. So it's not like it's a massive gap between them and the second place Cardinals, but this run that they've been on has done 45 plus 45 run differential for the Cubs on the season. Yeah. And I think based on how things have gone for them in all areas of production, because we highlighted it, right? Alex Bregman, maybe not one of the bigger contributors during this time. We just talked about Nico Horner. Look, you're getting production from all the right spots at all the right times. That's kind of how you have to look at it when you talk about a streak like this. When you talk about 14 straight at home, 9 in a row, like, yeah, that's somebody is stepping up night in and night out, or 8 in a row, whatever it is. Somebody every night is getting the job done in some way. Look, you get drilled at the plate with the bases loaded, right? I mean, that helps. Just little things.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, I don't know. When I look at the National League landscape, I think a lot of people looked at the Atlanta Braves and said, this is a team that's due for a rebound. And boy, have they rebounded. The Chicago Cubs, there's just a lot of love for the Milwaukee Brewers in that division. Whereas, we look at the Craig Counsell hiring as what was supposed to be this pivotal moment. I'm waiting for that pivot to happen, because right now, I mean, it's been the Brewers division for quite some time. It's been Pat Murphy's division for quite some time. So yes, it's a great run for the Chicago Cubs. Yes, they are right now having a better season than the heralded Los Angeles Dodgers. They're outperforming the Dodgers. But do you guys believe in the Cubs? It's hard that, like, I think you can look at it and say 14 straight wins at home is awesome. 8-game winning streak is awesome. But given the state of their pitching staff, can you take this and say, I believe in this team to do what come October?
Well, that's where your eyeballs immediately go to the starting rotation, because there's a couple guys who have performed very well, and there's everybody else at this point, however you want to say it. And I mean, Colin Ray hasn't been terrible. It's been serviceable to the extent that it has been, but outside of Imanaga and Cabrera, there's some room to grow. There's some room to get help. And I think as long as this offense keeps them in these ball games, and as long as this offense continues to put together good at bats and gives them a fighting chance in this division, some of those guys in the rotation step up, like Colin Ray continues to take strides forward, and Jameson Taillon, whatever you're going to get from him as the veteran here, and Matt Boyd, if they can just be serviceable, then that probably opens the door for the Cubs to entertain the market come time when it's necessary to supplement this group. But it feels like that's a lot of responsibility that you're placing on this offense.
I mean, I think they've got I think come October, if things don't change as current rosters stand, they would be at best the third most likely or third favorite in the NL to win the pennant, behind the Dodgers and the Braves. Like, I don't think anybody's making a case that the Cubs would be better positioned than those other teams currently. But I also think they've got a pretty good formula for how they've won to this point and what they've got going on and how sustainable that is. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but they get on base and they keep their opponent from getting on base. They've allowed the fourth lowest on base percentage in baseball. They have tied for the second lowest walk rate as a pitching staff, which is not necessarily like the sexiest way to win. Their pitching staff does not include a world-beating level of swing and miss and strikeouts outside of Imanaga to this point in the rotation. But they also don't put people on base. And as an offense, they have the highest on base percentage in baseball. And, they have not gotten. One of the first things that I thought about with the Cubs was like, how are they winning, above and beyond the obvious stuff. And what I expected to see was that they were really thriving / getting unusually fortunate in like runners in scoring position or runners on base situations. And that's actually not the case. In fact, it's closer to the opposite of that than it is true. They've probably been a little bit unfortunate in those situations with their performance. And I think that's not a huge deal, but I do think is interesting that they've performed so well to this point without like over leveraging those situations for that success. So to answer your question, I think it's very sustainable in the regular season, and I think they are capable of going to the World Series. But I think as the rosters stand now, would not be considered the favorite in large part because of the starting pitching issues that have been outlined so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's an injury thing. It's not a performance thing. Like, there's still a top 10 rotation in baseball.
Correct.
Despite the injuries.
And we're indexing for the playoffs, right? I'm not right. Like Jameson Taillon has been fine, right? For what they've asked him to do in the regular season. I just don't think that that's a guy that any Cubs fan or executive who's trying to win the World Series wants him, like maybe a start or two throughout the postseason. I don't think that's a guy that you want as your number 3 starter or something like that. Same with Colin Ray, who you brought up. I think, which is the point. That was the whole idea with Justin Steele. That was the idea with Cade Horton. That was the idea with trading for Edward Cabrera and hopefully getting a little bit more out of him than he brought to this point, and has brought to this point this season.
Well, I mean, look, the fact that like we're talking about the injuries, that's why you have Matthew Boyd doing what he was doing.
Right. That's crazy.
He's
like
gone.
That's
right?
three. That's 3 starting pitchers that you were that would start playoff games for you in an ideal situation in Steele, Horton, and Boyd, who are now
gone,
in jeopardy of missing the entire season or large parts of the season. In Boyd's case, because of like the flukiest stuff that he was just playing with his kids, right? Per the report.
Right.
He just like bent down. That's brutal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is. And I think if you're looking for a silver lining, the meniscus, something that you could bounce back from sooner rather than later. So hopefully it's not a long time for Matthew Boyd. Hopefully it's as quickly as it can be. You got to think about where the power comes from, where you're generating all of your energy from the ground up. And we're talking about the lower half. So with all that being said, that's why I just said it feels like this is a lot of responsibility now that is going to be placed on the offense, because you can only ask the guys in the current rotation right now to do, I think, what they've done. And anything more than that might be getting a little lofty. And so the offense has to bear the burden of whatever the back end of this rotation can't do. And it's not like they have fallen flat on their face yet, but the idea that is probably the glaring spot of attention, that's going to be, in my opinion, why the Cubs either slow down or stumble and are looking to gather footing, is because they just haven't been able to piece together the back end of this rotation.
Can I do a quick shout out before we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Ben Brown. So like we talk about, like, how is this rotation getting by? How is the pitching staff getting by? And we've outlined the guys who are starting the actual games. But Ben Brown is 5th on the entire team, healthy guys and injured guys, in innings pitched this year with 25, and has an ERA just slightly above 2. And it's a guy who I think the Cubs have had a lot of enthusiasm for internally, and who has demonstrated like nastiness with individual components of his game, but obviously was very much a roller coaster, work in progress / just kind of bad last year. And he's been an absolutely essential part of what they're doing. And I think whether it's a 2.10 ERA or whether it's closer to the FIP that he's putting up, like, I think that sort of contribution is actually pretty sustainable for Ben Brown in this role. And so, Dallas has talked about, salivating over these relief pitchers who, I mean, he's not going to get to 125 innings this year in this role, but he may very well get to 75, 80, 90 innings in this role, which at that level of contribution would be hugely valuable, and a big reason why they would succeed in the regular season. And I think also a big reason why they would be able to succeed in the postseason if he was leveraged properly.
And that's that last part right there, leveraged properly, because what Ben Brown has the ability to represent, or the potential to represent, I should say, is that all-important bridge and he can be the bridge himself to the back end of a game, he could be the bridge that leads you to the end of the game himself. Everybody across baseball is looking to identify at least one arm in their bullpen that can do this kind of work, because it is very, very important work. In a 3-run game, 4-run game, if you feel like you don't have a lot of answers towards the very back end of the bullpen, but you have a guy that has great shit that you can run out there for 2, maybe even 3 innings and feel good about what you're going to get, that guy does so much for a manager. So much. Now, it's how you deploy him, because if he does give you those 2 or 3, you know he's probably down the next day, maybe even 2, just based on how the workload unfolded. So you don't get to use him every day. It might even be just once a series, depending on, again, the body of work. But how important being able to use that guy in game 1 of a series where you're up by 3 or 4 and you have to hand the ball to somebody out of the bullpen to start the 6th inning, and he gives you 6, 7, and 8. And by that time, your offense has created enough of a gap. You can give somebody that's a lower leverage guy the last 3 outs of the game, and you feel good about what the next 2 days of that series look like. That's where guys like Ben Brown come into play and can change the entire complexion of how you go about your business during a series, and especially when we start to talk about postseason series.
Do you see what Pat Murphy said about scoring with 2 outs?
Well, it's pretty sexy.
So he said, if 2/3 of the inning is over, that means 1/3 of the inning is left, and a lot can be done. 1/3 is a big piece of the pie. You know what I mean? Like, I love banana cream pie with vanilla wafers, or banana pudding in a pie-shaped form, if you know anyone that makes them. Anyway, I love that. And if I eat 2/3 of it, that's a big portion, but there's a lot left for tomorrow. The reporter said, that went in a totally different direction than I expected. And he said, it did for me too. He's the best.
It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, if you get 2 outs, almost all the time, there's a 3rd out.
Yeah.
Still out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. Shout out,
Baby
Murph. Yeah. Just quickly, before we move on from the Cubs, that PCA game-tying home run in the 9th. Whoo!
Fly ball, left center field. That one back towards the gap. Out of here! He did it! He Armstrong! And we're tied at 6. Oh, brother!
And indeed, they are going bonkers at Wrigley. These people are losing it.
Absolutely unglued here at Wrigley.
That's great. We got to get Boog on again. Yeah. Remember the J. Hay solo hour? What was that for? It was just like me and Dallas couldn't go that day?
Yeah, I think it was that innocent, that simple. We were like, let's keep doing it. That was fun.
The J. Hay variety hour. Boog was on. Did you get Kirchin?
Yep. Timmy was on. And Timmy crashed the Boog segment, which was the best part. So
yeah.
I got those 2 at the same time. Yeah, we had a good time there.
Yeah. Never forget. What a great episode that was.
Our most downloaded, I believe.
Yeah, some people are saying that.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that.
Unofficially.
Bad breaking news. Jasson Dominguez carted off the field just now.
Carted off?
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
What happened? Was there a collision? Was it a...
I'm looking right now. Looks like... he kind of suplexed himself into the wall. Yeah, it looks like...
did he stumble into the wall?
He's running full speed back into the left. Makes the catch, it looks like. but just kind of went splat against the wall. I don't know what injury you could sustain by just throwing your back at the fence like that. And that's like carted off. I'm thinking like ACL, MCL, Achilles, something like that.
Dude,
it looks like his right foot got caught up in the padding between the wall, you know what I mean, between the chain link.
Yeah.
But it also could just be, I mean, he hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's also,
I'm not seeing him grab for anything, so it's kind of hard to tell what he hurt. But yeah.
Sometimes it's deceiving too. Like that time when I coughed really hard and threw out my back, like if a cart had been available to me to get out, like to be transported to my bed, I would have taken it. You know what I mean? But people who might have seen me from an opposing building or window would have said, like, why is that guy taking a cart? I didn't see anything that happened that would have necessitated a cart. So, you know,
right.
Don't want to jump to conclusions.
For sure. But yeah, I guess something to keep an eye on. The injury news continues. Cole Ragans got pulled due to elbow soreness.
I saw that.
Feels like an injury. That's like the one guy besides Bobby Witt, obviously, that the Royals cannot afford to lose. But yeah, Cole Ragans' injury. We're seeing a lot of this. Which is unfortunate.
That's essentially a death knell for the Royals, is it not? I mean, I know you basically just said that with your Bobby Witt comment, but I mean, he was supposed to be, I don't remember exactly where he was, but he was one of the 2 or 3 favorites for the AL Cy Young on paper to start the season. Like he was really high up on that list with an anticipation that he was going to get back to his 2024 level. And there are a lot of indicators that suggest he was pitching a lot better or a lot worse, depending on how you view it, than what he did to this point. But he was giving up an enormous number of homers. And if he's missing significant time, that's, as you said, that they can't afford to have that happen.
No. So something that we'll keep an eye on.
10 homers in 35 and third
though?
innings pitch is fucking crazy, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Anyway, sorry.
I mean, everybody else in that rotation, from what I remember, has thrown the ball well. I mean, Noah Cameron struggled a little bit, but really, Noah and Cole were the guys that have kind of had bumpy goes. Lugo, fine. Waka, fine. Best pair of boobs in KC, fine. That's tough. That's brutal.
Almost as brutal as giving up 3 home runs to Andy Pages. He's not up to the same red hot start that he was. I mean, he's still a 164 OPS plus, 945 OPS on the season. Leads the league with 33 runs served in. But yeah, I think we're watching a career year after a career year with Pages.
I mean, you were on this pretty early.
What's exciting about that is, what's exciting about it is the idea that this guy is just getting better overall, and this could very well be this could be what you start to expect from Pages. I think that's what's exciting is when you start to post
164 OPS plus.
No, like the median, you know, like what you're getting is a nice run. It's a hot streak. But the fact that he had the year that he had last year and has now backed it up with a hot start, and though there has been a mild tapering off, it's still as productive as it is. Like that, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the defense kind of carried the war a little bit last year. I mean, we went from in his first full season in the big leagues as a 23-year-old being an on-the-nose league average bat, but still worth 1.2 WAR. And last year, which was considered to be his breakout year, 3.8 WAR is outstanding, but it was a 115 OPS plus, which is nice. Like that's great. Like if that's the player that he would be at his peak, that's a nice player to have on your team. But this guy, I mean, he's at 2.4 WAR through 37 games. He was at 3.8 and 156 last year. So, yeah, I mean, I have consider me someone who has very much enjoyed finding the line of where peak Andy Pages really is, because we haven't seen it yet. We're seeing it in real time.
What I love about young players going off like this is watching him in moments like in crucial moments. Guys on base, runners in scoring position. The dude's hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position. All right? And he's doing damage with runners in scoring position. 4 homers with runners in scoring position. That for me tells me this dude is not only hunting the big moment, but has produced and continued to come through in the big moment. And for a young player who you are thinking about turning into a potential middle of the order bat, or just being that 3.5 win player year in and year out, I love the fact, because I know you guys, well, I know Jay might have an argument against this. I know there's a Hall of Famer who found his way into the Hall of Fame because, well, he could get the big hit. His teammates valued him getting the big hit. You ever heard of him? Named Harold Baines, Jay. You ever heard of him?
Guy didn't win shit.
And driving runs in, there is an art to it. There is a skill to it. And I know you're thinking, what you mean, like get a hit? Get a hit with a guy on second or third, or maybe even a double with a guy on first? Yeah, but I'm more so talking about guys on second and third base, less than 2 outs. Are you of the mindset that you can now either cut the swing down, take what's being given to you, or you still feel pretty good about putting a swing on a ball? And that's why I mentioned the damage that Pages has done in this spot. The fact that he's hitting north of 400, you're seeing him do both. Not only can he put an A swing on a good pitch to drive and be successful in that spot if he needs to or is forced to by virtue of the count or lack of count leverage, he can still get the job done and spray the ball around.
I think this is a repeat of what I said the last time we talked about Pages, but like it's just further evidence of, like, you know, when the question is asked, how will the Dodgers deal with Mookie Betts' absence, or how will they deal with, you know, let's say Freddie Freeman's downturn offensively, which, you know, we'll see whether it has really started this year, but through 35 games for him, it absolutely has started with a 773 OPS. Like, how do they get through that sort of stuff? And once again, you can stare at the Dodgers lineup on paper all offseason as much as you want. I still don't feel like I personally, or people in general, appreciate the length and depth that it has until we start to have these sorts of conversations in season, because you're reminded of, like, you know, Dallas brought up 400 with runners in scoring position. You know, Pages is, you know, one of the 15 or 20 or so best batters by win probability added in the NL this season. And he's one of 4 Dodgers who rank in the top 20. And, you know, it doesn't include Mookie Betts. It doesn't include Freddie Freeman. It includes Will Smith and Shohei, who's obviously kind of in his own category, and Kyle Tucker, who we've spent 0 time talking about as a member of the Dodgers to this point. And it's just kind of like, oh, they've got 4 of the top 20 in the NL once again. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, breakout season. What exactly is he going to contribute? I'm not sure, but he's in his age 25 season and has quite a runway to be like a very productive, and to the extent that it matters for them, pretty affordable impact option for the Dodgers.
I just, yeah. It's very good. You speaking about win probability added, I do want to highlight, and I know things have probably changed here recently, but up as recently as I think last week, maybe 4 days ago or so, you guys realize who the leader for win probability added was in baseball?
Go ahead.
This feels like a trick question.
It does. It does. I'm going to say Bangaliers.
No?
Nope.
Nick Kurtz?
I mean, I know
you'll
who
never
it is
guess.
now.
No.
But
Yeah, and so Jay, if you're there, go look in the American League and you can see from a pitching perspective who it was.
Yep.
Tell me when you're there.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
Yeah. So,
From a
so
pitching,
this dude,
from a
up
pitching
until
side,
recently,
you will never. No, it's still him. From a pitching side, it's still him at least.
From a pitching side, it's still him. But this dude
Yeah.
a week ago was the leader in baseball
You will
in
literally
win
never
probability
get it.
added.
I also would never have gotten it if I hadn't already looked.
No. And it was crazy because I was just fucking blowing him, and I'm talking about how important it is to have a dude like this, and like, do you understand what, like, and it was how I said it, and our stat guy, who's just a wizard, looked at me and he was like, it's almost like you know what you're talking about. You just need someone to give you a category. And I was like, yeah, what do you got? He goes, well, when you talk about a guy being important to winning ball games and how much of a chance he gives you to win these ball games, it's almost like there's a win probability that's added when this guy comes into the ball game. And I was like, yeah.
Jared's
Who you got?
Jared's going to get his fucking jersey.
Jack Perkins.
Jack Perkins?
Oh, it's Jack Perkins? Oh, that's not who I thought we were talking about.
Who'd you think you were talking about?
I thought we were talking about Davis Martin, because that's who currently leads in pitching per Fangraphs right now, win probability added.
Yeah, no, I think this was through Jay, you can speak to this.
Yeah, it might be.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I just thought it was somebody else. Davis Martin is also as unlikely of an option as Jack Perkins, maybe, but fair enough.
Yes.
You probably won't.
Davis Martin, shout out Texas Tech. Red Raiders. Yeah, I mean, he's on the White Sox, Jared.
I didn't say who is Jack Perkins. I said Jack Perkins ?
No, Jack Perkins is not on the White Sox.
By the way, timeout. There has been a request for an updated log on Jersey Bet traffic. People want to know who owes what because there's a lot of jerseys up in the air, of which I am responsible for 2 of. I know that.
I am also responsible for, I believe, 1, right, Jay?
Don't
2.
Don't sell yourself short, pal.
There needs to be, like, maybe, I don't know how we would do this, but there is
You just send me my fucking jerseys. That's how it gets taken care of.
There's a baseballisdead.com, which is where we sell our merch. Check it out, baseballisdead.com. Go get some merch. We very much appreciate it. But I think that there should be a tab that's like outstanding jersey bets, pending jersey bets. Because right now, like some of these, as you know, Dallas, are season long. They are season long jersey bets, and I know that you tend to not have the best memory, short term, long term, what have you. And I just think that it would be nice to be able to have a home for documented, even if it was just like all-time jersey bets, like have the legacy, the lore of the jersey bet to live somewhere.
I'd love to start fleshing out that section, transferring them from pending to historical.
Completed.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. I
know I'm responsible for 2 of them for Jay. Jay, do you know who the players are?
I do. It's Jose Ramirez from last year's, not this previous Guardians victory over the A's in a series. Last year's.
Juan Soto.
And Juan Soto for outpacing Pete Alonso in OPS. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Of course I fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know where my bodies are buried, Jared. And you know what? Jay,
yeah.
By the end of this month, you'll have your jerseys.
All right.
Wow.
It is May 7th, folks. You heard it here. A reaccounting of the jersey bets.
Would you like to bet that if I don't get that done, we want to put a jersey on it? That if I don't get, I'm not that big of a sicker.
Dude is hanging.
Yeah,
you need to clear the deck so that you can start making more. I think that's.
Yeah, like I think two is probably the limit for outstanding jersey bets, where you can no longer make another jersey bet until you clear your
cash
roster.
out. Yeah.
That's not true. I'm in the hole too, but I made one with J-Hay.
Oh wow, well, we've already violated this.
Wow.
Rule. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're already, and you know what? We talked about it. The board met, and that is a violation of the Magna Jersey Carta, and you now owe another jersey. I think.
No, I'm going to challenge that rule.
Yeah,
I'm going to challenge that rule, and here's my case against that ruling. So if you recall, depending on how far back your Baseball is Dead listening has gone, Dallas manipulated me into sending him a jersey that he didn't win. Like, it was like, this is like, this has been my, I guess, personality for quite some time, especially, since being a homeowner. I'll just to get you to leave me alone, I'll just throw money at the problem. Dallas kept saying that I owed him a jersey. I never lost a jersey bet to him for that jersey in particular. You did. I was like, you know what? I didn't lose the bet, but like, business is good right now. I sent it to him more as like a thank you. Like, thank you, thanks for being a great partner in life. Thanks for being a great friend. And I sent him an O'Neal Cruz jersey. There was no bet in place. So I kind of it was ultimately my choice to just send him the jersey, but I have kind of, it's almost like paying off jersey bet credit in a way. So I owe him 2, but like, really, I owe him 1. I'm still going to get him 2. I'm still going to get him 2. But
you lost a bet.
But as far as if you're in the hole 2, you can't make new ones. I'm really not in the hole 2. I'm in the hole 1. I'm still going to get him 2, but like, I shouldn't be penalized.
You lost the bet. Exit velocity
as if I
bet. You don't
owe
remember.
2. Yeah.
It was an exit velo bet that you lost.
Yeah. So, I think I'm free to continue my pursuit of this jersey bet with J-Hay, which I feel pretty good about. And
look, you want to, you know what, you know who takes that stance? People who have a problem. People who, we just watched you justify it. We just watched you justify your jersey problem.
Well, I'm gonna win.
Know what,
I usually
a lot of
people
thought it was me. A lot of people thought it was my problem to have her.
J-Hay's widely regarded as the smartest guy on the show, and I'm like 9-0 in jersey bets with the guy. So I'm certainly not saying I'm smarter than him, but as far as jersey bets go, it's pretty easy to beat him.
Throwing your
if
boss.
anyone's being taken advantage of here, it feels like J-Hay's the guy.
Throwing your new boss a jersey bet to keep the wheels greased is probably the easiest transaction I've ever done in my life. No problem. We'll do one every year, but no big deal.
I don't even know who would I get? I mean, maybe a White Sox jersey. Maybe it's a Murakami. I think it would have to be. It's a White Sox themed bet. So
yeah, I would have to think so.
A Murakami.
Yeah, Benintendi. Maybe a Reinsdorf.
Ooh, no.
Maybe a Harold.
Yeah.
Maybe a Harold Baines. Maybe an Ozzie Guillen.
That'd be cool. They're retiring his jersey this year.
That's crazy. Oh no, I mean, I guess
a pretty
not.
cool
They won the
announcement.
World Series, so that's not crazy. But
it's May 7th. By the end of this month, I will come to terms on a new jersey bet with Dallas Braden.
Wow. Well, that works out because he's clearing his deck by the end of this month, so he'll be eligible to make a new jersey bet.
Yeah, he's in the hole too. To you?
That's right. He needs to clear at least one of them to be able to make a new one. By the new bylaws.
Yeah. Okay. I can't wait. What size are you? Medium?
Me?
No, Dallas.
Oh.
Buddy. Projecting. What are you weighing in at these days?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. My scale's broken.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
is. It is.
Look at-
Jersey bet.
look at-
Jersey bet that
look
if
at-
I go upstairs right now and stand on the scale, that it won't work.
You're looking pretty cute right now.
You want to make a
Soft
Jersey
and-
bet?
Soft and dainty.
I don't know. I don't know what I weigh. I've been working out this week though.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, well, I can't work out today because the movers came to move all the gym equipment to the new house. So unfortunately, I can't. I did work out this week though.
You can get it in if you wanted to get it in. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have a membership anywhere. I just got the RPC.
Jay, hey. Would you prefer no, you know what? Would you prefer one that says Guardians or one that says Cleveland on it?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Hurry the fuck up.
Are you buying it right now? He's gonna try to buy a jersey right now to free up his line of credit to make a jersey bet today.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
Awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting to tell you what I would prefer, I would prefer a white.
A white.
So I guess Guardians is the answer.
Guardians.
Yep.
Wow. Prefer. I mean,
I'm assuming they're all roughly the same price. So
well,
if that's not true,
you'd be
but-
the ass for sure.
Oh, white's more expensive
Yes, it is.
than red or blue.
Correct.
I would take blue then. I would prefer. Red is going to be a no, thank you, for me.
No, thank you.
Wow.
But I would take a blue alternate.
The CLE,
Yeah.
the City Connect.
Oh wait, no, not the City Connect. No, I meant just the. Just the Navy.
The Navy with the C on the chest.
Yes.
I don't think he knows what he wants.
Yeah, he doesn't. You know what? How about you get what you get?
Wow.
Yeah, that's also fine. Although I'm pulling it up and the white one is is the same fucking price. So I don't know what you're talking.
That's what
Right.
happened to me.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
white
the white
one
one's-
is not as expensive as the red one or the gray one
Oh well, then get
or
the
the
white
City
one.
Connect.
That's what I'm asking for. I'm saying please get the white one then. It's
No, the
both
white one
less
is the most expensive.
No, it's not. I'm looking at this shit.
So am I.
All right, whatever. Get whatever jersey you want. Just fucking pay it.
The
off.
Jose
God
Ramirez
damn it.
is the most expensive jersey here,
Well, he's the best player.
as it should be.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know what? We'll get you the.
Just don't give me the shapely women's.
The women's. The women's is just like it's
tapered. It's like
yeah,
flared.
it's just tighter. Yeah.
Yeah. You could probably fit in that one right now, Jared. Believe it or not, your fat ass.
Nah, I'm pretty.
Finally slid.
I'm pretty thick, you know. I'm juicy. You know.
All right, Jay. Hey, here's your fucking white Joe Ram jersey.
So that frees you up to make a jersey bet right now, Dallas.
It does. Size. What size you need? Small or medium?
Small. As the biggest guy on the pod, I'll go ahead. I'll take. I mean, at
The
least a
biggest
large,
guy
if not
on
an
the
XL.
At least the XL. Geez, what do you want? You want Allie to wear it to bed for a fucking nightgown? My God.
Yeah, there's no way you're an XL.
Well, I'm not gonna wear. Let's see what this Cal Raleigh one is. Well, I don't know. That doesn't say. It just has a number. I don't. Whatever. Large or extra large is fine. It's going to be a display piece. I'm not going to walk around wearing it like an asshole.
Wow, Jay Hay says people who wear baseball jerseys assholes.
Assholes.
Wow.
If I walked around where I go on a daily basis in Connecticut wearing a Jose Ramirez jersey, I would think that was a little strange. I'm not going to do that. It's going to go behind me. What?
He's a national hero.
No, it's not because of him. I would be. I don't want to spill on it. I spill on everything that I own. That's why I love dark colors.
Can't you just wash it?
Oh man, depends.
How often are you
Depends on what
spilling on yourself?
Well, I'm drinking a lot of coffee, a lot of espresso. That's not always easy.
Okay. I feel like you have a fear of judgment with the jersey thing.
Well,
we're not here to judge you.
Well, let's back it up for a second. I've had a long-standing policy. I don't wear really the jerseys of other men, and particularly people who are younger than me. I don't love doing that. So I don't really do that. I don't wear jerseys to games.
You'd rather
I don't
just
wear
go
jerseys around the house.
Yeah. I wear much more manly shit.
Yeah,
it's not a man
pussy
thing.
You think I am?
It's obviously not a masculine thing. I don't have
I'm no
that
cuck.
I don't have that relationship. I don't have that relationship with the athlete. I don't want to wear their jersey around. I did for a long time as a kid, and I don't anymore. It'd be a display piece like my Cal Raleigh and my Harold Baines.
Jay, hey, I think you need to get to where I'm at in my relationship with wearing player jerseys. So like I don't really ever wear button-up jerseys, but I love a good like V-neck Mitchell and Ness throwback jersey, like a mesh.
Okay, so for like if we stream at your house, I would wear a Jose Ramirez jersey if he was like playing, or if the Guardians were in the postseason like come this year, I'll wear the Jose Ramirez jersey. I'm saying I'm not going to do that to a regular baseball game that I go to. I'm not going to do that to the grocery store later today. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If we're trying to like play it up, then yeah, I'll wear a jersey. I'm not like it's not about me being a man in some sort of way. It's
we know. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a proven man. It's not about defending
That's true.
That ground.
Two-time
man of the year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also a Telly Award winner. So can't forget about that.
yeah, he did. He's got a Telly.
So do you guys have Dallas, can you show us your Telly?
Which one?
Oh, okay. You don't have them with you. No problem. It's no big deal.
Yeah, no, I don't have.
Mine's right here.
I've got the.
Hello.
No, I think I'm not sure where I left the silver one. I don't know where the silver one is. The gold one is. I think the gold one. I'm not even sure where I left the gold one either, Jay.
You probably left it behind in Oakland.
You got one for the
fans
Coliseum
and the
video,
memories.
huh?
Left it behind with all of those people. Yeah, with all those nice people. Left them behind. Probably with the Telly Award.
Wow.
Yeah. What was that called? Drain the Swamp? What did they call it?
What are you talking about?
The documentary about shutting down the Coliseum?
One last dick ride, right?
yeah. Yeah, award winning. Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know what? I'm fucking deleting this fucking order right now.
Well, then you can't make any more, son.
You're not buying it as a gift.
No, well, you know what? If that means that I can't make another jersey order, then so be it.
Yeah. You are in debt to him.
Wise man once said, as long as I owe it to you, I can never cheat you out of it.
You're just hurting yourself at this point, son.
Well then.
Welcome back to Baseball is Dead Family Feud. I am, of course, your man, Justin Havens. We expanded the pool a little bit to get even more Baseball is Dead fans involved in the mix this week. So instead of 100...
We weren't notified of this.
Nobody gives a shit. They were, instead of 100 fans, we got 200 fans and then prorated it accordingly. So you still are answering the same type of questions. Nothing has changed on your end. We're just involving more people, which is very exciting. We also dropped it this morning. So a bunch of fans I saw, listeners that don't typically get to participate in Feud, were able to participate this week. So with that being said,
so it's a different pool. This may not be,
it could be
your loyal following is what you're saying.
Well, I think everybody in there would would fall under that umbrella.
Bows down.
I don't look at it as a bow down praise sort of thing. I think
Sure
it's
you
just
don't.
Oh, sure you do. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think
All
it's
the
more just
Husavinites out there.
I think it's people just listening when they hear wisdom, they're attracted to it. And
Yeah.
I think that's what they typically find on this podcast, and certainly with Family Feud specifically. It's the reverse of the traditional lineup, if I recall correctly. So Dallas is leading off. Jared is cleaning up today.
Okay.
So Jared, you pop that top, and Dallas will get started. It's a good one. It's a good slate. Wow. It's awesome. I'm seeing evidence that a jersey bet might have been paid off, which is extremely exciting.
Yeah. Clean slate.
Yeah, looks like Dallas he's eligible again, folks. All right. Are you ready, sir?
I think I'm ready.
All right. As always, for your purposes, it's out of 100 possible points. Question number 1. Entering play on Thursday, there are 2 teams in the AL with a winning record, the Yankees and the Rays. By the end of the season, how many teams in the AL will have a winning record? Don't need the names, just the number.
6.
Question number 2. Matt Olson's year-end wins above replacement, for the purposes of whatever F-war, mark will begin with what number?
A 6.
Question number 3. Per Calci, who is currently as of the writing, who is currently the market favorite for the AL Manager of the Year entering play on Thursday?
Mark Kotze.
Question 4. Which team that currently has a greater than 10% but less than 20% chance to win their own division per Fangraphs has the best chance to actually win their division this season? It's multiple choice. Hold on. Do you understand the question?
Yeah, that was a lot.
Okay, so it's teams that per Fangraphs are essentially given less than a 1 in 5 shot to actually win the division. I'm asking who of those teams has actually the best chance to win the division. The options are, in no particular order, Rays, Phillies, Twins, Brewers, or your A's.
So how many of those are just
No.
those?
Which of those teams has the best chance to actually win the division?
Ooh.
Twins.
I'm going to say the A's.
Okay.
I'm going to say the A's.
Last question. What vegetable was named the, quote, 2026 Vegetable of the Year by industry analysts due to a 25% surge in consumer interest and culinary use?
What vegetable was the vegetable of the year?
That's correct. By industry analysts due to a 25% surge in consumer interest and culinary use. This is an open-ended question. No multiple choice. Go ahead and take a shot.
You are the biggest asshole on the planet. On the planet, you're the biggest asshole on the planet. Broccoli. I mean, because it's even if it's true, it doesn't matter.
That's correct. That's a twist. Doesn't really matter whether you get the right answer.
What a dick. What an absolute dick.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Hello?
Hello.
For anyone that saw me put my headphones on earlier, I wasn't cheating. I thought you instructed me to put them on, but I didn't. I can't hear you until I turn the volume up on my switchboard anyway, so I didn't hear anything. I didn't cheat, I promise.
That's okay. I believe
I'm too good to have to cheat at this game.
Well, if you would have heard the last one, you know what? Never mind. Never mind.
Is it bad?
It's fuckery is what it is.
The
No, it's not
fix is
bad.
in?
I feel no, I did well. Oh yeah, 100%. You can see him, and this is what's going to start to happen. He's going to continue to grasp at straws like this. And I'll be honest,
gosh. All right.
it's not a good look for the Husavins and the Husavinites out there.
The Husavinites.
Let's hope Dallas left you enough meat on this bone, Jared. Are you ready?
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Question number 1. As always, it's out of 100. Entering play on Thursday, there are 2 teams in the AL with a winning record, the Yankees and the Rays. By the end of the season, how many teams in the AL will have a winning record?
7.
Question 2. Matt Olson's year-end wins above replacement mark, FWAR, will begin with what number?
Ooh. 7.
Question 3. Per Calci, as of the writing of the question, who is currently the market favorite for AL Manager of the Year entering play on Thursday?
Wow. It can't be Aaron Boone, can it? Did you say Booney, Dallas?
Well, you guys can't do that.
All right. Yeah, Booney.
Wow, that's very close to being a penalty and getting 0 points. I'll say that. Can't consult with the other person. I saw Dallas shake his head too. You think you're slick? I saw it.
I didn't shake my head. I was like, I can't say anything.
Which question? Oh, you were like, I can't say anything. Question 4? Which team that currently has a greater than 10% but less than 20% chance to win their own division per Fangraphs has the best chance to actually win the division this season? Is it the Rays, the Phillies, the Twins, the Brewers, or the A's?
Fuck. Dallas said the A's, so the Brewers.
Question 5. What vegetable was named the 2026 Vegetable of the Year by industry analysts due to a 25% surge in consumer interest and culinary use?
Oh, you're an asshole. What vegetable was Vegetable of the Year?
Yeah. Maybe you were part of the surge in consumer interest. Who knows? But
yeah, was it the string bean?
Nice guess.
The string bean.
Lordy. All right, let's see how we did. Entering play on Thursday. He's very you're inside his head about his weight. He said string bean. Entering play on Thursday, there are 2 teams in the AL with a winning record, Yankees and Rays. By the end of the season, how many teams in the AL will have a winning record? Dallas said 6. That was the number 1 answer with 26 points. Good start for you guys. Jared said 7. Not bad. That's the number 3 overall answer, worth 12 points. So you guys have 38 points through the first 2 questions. 5 was the answer that straddled those 2. For number 2, that would have been worth 23 points. So solid work, 38 points on question number 1. Question 2, Matt Olson's year-end wins above replacement total. What will it be? What will the first number be? Jared said 6 again. That was the number 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Dallas said 6. Excuse me. That was the number 1 available answer. Tied for the number 1 available answer, worth 30 points. So you guys go up to 68 points thanks to that answer. Jared said 7. That was the number 3 overall answer yet again, worth another 15 points for Jared. So that's 83 points between the 2 of you through 2 questions. So pacing just slightly above what you need, ever so slightly. 5 was the answer that was tied for the number 1 overall answer. Would have been another 30 points. Question number 3, per Kalshi, who is currently the market favorite for AL Manager of the Year entering play on Thursday. Dallas, of course, said Mark Kotsay. Basically just said the A's for every available answer here. Mark Kotsay, that was worth 21 points. That's the number 2 overall answer. So solid work there yet again. 104 total points. What's up?
Isn't he the number 1 market leader? Like, it's a fact.
Oh, well, that's not the fucking question. That is ultimately not what you're answering, of course. But pulling it up right now, I'm going to see what the latest here is. The AL Manager of the Year.
Him and Kevin Cash, I would assume.
I think I scrolled past it. I'm sorry. AL Manager of the Year, Mark Kotsay and Kevin Cash are currently... What, did you look ahead of time? What, are you cheating?
No.
Are you getting in the Discord?
How can I
and
look
at the questions? That's crazy. Yes, Cash and Kotsay both at 21%, tied for the top. Jared said Aaron Boone, really kind of a traitor to both of his fan bases, both Sox. Unfortunately for me, though, that is the number 1 overall answer, worth 29 points, bringing you guys up to 133 overall points through 3 questions. Kevin Cash was the number 3 answer. That was the only other answer in double digits.
Surprised you didn't go Will Venable.
Yeah. Will Venable would have gotten you 3 points. Walt Weiss, if you would have gone off the board and picked an NL manager, you would have gotten 1 point. Jim Leland also made the list if you were kind of searching for a possible option. Anyway, 133. So you guys have 67 points remaining through the final 2 questions. Let's see whether you bring it home. Question number 4. Which team that currently has the greater than 10% but less than 20% chance to win their own division has the best chance to actually win the division? Dallas said the A's. Of course he did. That's worth 35 points, the number 1 overall answer, which gets you all the way up to 168 points. Jared said the Brewers, pivoted to that after thinking that the A's were gone, correctly so. That's the number 2 overall answer, worth 28 points. So between those 2, you guys have gotten all the way up to 196 points with just 1 question remaining.
I'm going to beat the fucking brakes off you when I see you. Like, I am going to waterboard you. I'm...
and it's...
We need 4 points.
You need 4...
String beans and something else.
4 measly little points. Jared closed it out and said string bean. I'm going to give you guys credit for bean, even though Jared threw string in there. I'm going to give you bean credit. That was worth 2 points. So that gets you up to 198 points. You can see, you can feel, you can smell the finish line. 198 points.
Oh my God.
Dallas didn't think it was a very fair question. He said broccoli as his answer. He's like, it doesn't even matter whether it's correct. Of course it doesn't matter.
It's true.
You need 2 points out of broccoli. And it was the number 2 overall answer, worth 14 points. You guys pull it out.
Let's go! Victory!
212 total points on the day. What's funny is that if I had not counted bean or string bean, and you guys had got, I guess this isn't funny, it's just more just incidental, but the actual correct answer for those interested is broccolini. So we were very close to a situation where we had to distinguish between broccoli and broccolini, which would have been extremely funny. But broccolini was only worth 4 points in the actual response. So you guys could have gotten exactly 200 in a different world. But anyway, congratulations on the narrow victory. I mean, it's so close it almost counts as a loss, I feel like. Interested to see
you might.
Interested to see what the scoreboard yields for those point totals there. But good, yeah, congratulations. Nice job. Nice job.
Try as you know what that is? That's just
expect more of question 5 in the future.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're a bad poker player, Jay, because when questions like question number 5 pop up, you want to know what that tells me?
What does it tell you?
You're afraid. Tells me you're afraid. Tells me you're scared. That's what that tells me.
It tells me that the world is leveling up on you, and it's time to grow up, and that Family Feud is no longer a family or child's game. It is a game of ruthless
family food,
warmongering and destruction.
It'd be interesting to see.
We're leaning into the feud
this
part
up around here. Yeah. All right, Jay. Hey, you have any nugs?
Yeah, I got some nugs.
Yeah, please.
Just a few. Shane McClanahan had another scoreless start last night. He's not going deep into games, but he is giving up basically no runs lately. Through his first 4 starts, he had allowed 12 runs and issued 11 walks through 18 innings. Over his last 3 starts, that's 0 runs and 3 walks in 16 2/3 innings while maintaining the exact same strikeout rate, which is encouraging. Paul Skenes digging a little bit deeper than what I said earlier. His fastballs, both his 2 and 4 by season in his career, he's limiting batters to a 125 batting average and a 206 WOBA this season. Those marks were 265 and 286 in terms of the WOBA in the previous 2 seasons. And then specific to this year, just a little interesting trend with his splitter usage. Through his first 4 starts, he threw 15 total splitters, which worked out to a 5% usage rate and generated 0 total whiffs on those 15 splitters. Over his last 4 starts, and this was a trend that persisted last night, he's now thrown 76 total splitters, which is a just north of a 21% usage, and has 11 whiffs in those 76 splitters. So neither here nor there, really, just kind of what it is. Gleyber Torres was placed on the IL with an oblique strain, not necessarily cause and effect, but overall this season, his average exit velocity was down 7 full miles per hour from 90 to 83 miles per hour. And that was the largest year-over-year drop in baseball to that point. Jordan Walker has cooled off some since that blazing start, still having a tremendous season. He added a stolen base last night, and so through his first 35 games, he has 10 homers and 7 stolen bases. The only players in Cardinals franchise history to have 10 or more homers and 7 or more stolen bases through the first 35 games of a season are Jordan Walker this year and Lou Brock, Hall of Famer, in 1967. And one thing I wanted to call out, I meant to say this as a nug yesterday because we talked about Logan Webb, and I just forgot about it when I got to it. This is somebody else's nug, but I thought it was really interesting and helps to explain some of his struggles. Dieter Kurtenbach, at Dieter on Twitter, tweeted that in 3 seasons between 2023 and 2025, Logan Webb had more called strikes outside the zone than any other pitcher in baseball, which I think intuitively we can all picture that. In fact, it was 25% more than the number 2 pitcher per Dieter. This year, 2026, he's tied for 3rd on the Giants. So that's more to say that he's not getting that same those same called strikes out of the zone that he did in previous years. Whether that's something that corrects or whether that's something to do with the new ABS or how he's currently being umpired is kind of interesting to consider when we just sort of assume that he's going to get back to previous levels of pitching. But anyway, those are the nugs.
Dallas, you got any final thoughts today? You want to mention anything about the Red Sox sweeping the Detroit Tigers?
No, I mean, well, you know what? I thought about trying to add some representation to our universe for the Red Sox, because after a complete abandonment and dismembering of the franchise, we really haven't seen any sort of direction, I think, from a fan perspective regarding the Red Sox. So if I have to be the voice of the Red Sox around here, I'm happy to do that.
Please.
And I think what you're starting to see is, as I like to call him, Dub C40 has talked about, it's just about veteran guys being able to step up and do veteran player things with a good mix of young talent, which is what I think we have with the Red Sox. And I think we're just starting to see the level of comfort rise. Everybody's just a little more comfortable with who they are, what they bring to the table. You know, I had a buddy who had a huge role in the firing of the manager, which was crazy. It was his own friend.
Does he work for the team?
Well, no, I mean, some would say, and you know, that's not my business to. It's not my business to. It's not my business to expose. But
Sure.
yeah, it was wild. It was a wild transaction. But I think, I mean, he's still reeling from that. But ultimately, I think the Red Sox. I'm not going to lie to my fans. I'm not going to lie to our fans, us Red Sox fans. I don't know that the season will end up how we want it to, but that doesn't mean we can't give it the old college try. And I think that's what we're seeing right now.
So buyers at the deadline, you're saying?
I think it might be a little early to go that route.
Okay.
I'm just going to need to see more. Going to need to see more how this group is able to gel together. You know, I think under the helm of Chad Tracy, he could probably get us going in the right direction. That's what his job is. So we'll see. We'll see how quickly he can adapt to that. I think there's a lot of good reasons to be excited about what he might be able to bring to the table. There was some apprehension because, it's not Alex Cora, but it is Chad Tracy. And this guy has a relationship with the players that are in the dugout right now.
It totally is Chad Tracy. That's so true.
It is Chad Tracy. Yeah, that's a good point. You think the A's are going to finish the season with a better record than the Red Sox?
Somebody just freed themselves up, if you know what I mean.
Do you, Dallas? Because I don't.
Because you know what?
I'm just asking what you think about it. I have an opinion on the matter. I just was curious about yours.
Do you? I'd love to catch you. I'd love to get your opinion.
Yeah, no, I don't think that the A's finish the season with a better record than the Red Sox.
No.
Nope.
You know what's so cool about this is that they're both per Fangraphs projected for 80 wins right now.
It's a fair race.
Then it's got to be done.
I mean, I'm surprised that you didn't just say yes right away. I mean, the A's are 500, the Red Sox are 500. Like, why wouldn't?
Buddy, it was always going to be a yes. It was always going to be a yes.
I don't know. It just felt like you took your time on it, like a little scared little bitch pussy. How come? Is that
not at all?
Did I misread that?
Oh, you misread that. That. I was just. Right. I knew exactly where you were going with this. Like Doc Holliday said, say when. Just say when. Right. Oh, it's going down. I'll meet you at the OK Corral, pal, and you better be wearing the jersey that you're going to hand me at the end of it.
Well, according to you, I'm not allowed to make any more right now. So,
well, can you clear the slate? Just one. That's all we need is one. Clear one, and you can dabble. It's got to happen today. You got to send a receipt, just like I did. I sent the receipts to the chat. My slate is cleared.
Well, I got to sell my house first. You know, I get it.
You've already done that.
No, the money ain't hit yet. So once I do that, then I'll look into it. I'll see.
Well, I mean, the odds once the odds start to shift and the A's are projected, to win more. I just don't want any nefarious activity.
They're not gonna be projected to win more. They're actually worse than the Red Sox. No,
truth be told, we're in the trust tree, right?
Mm-hmm. You guys,
I'm gonna need for May to not happen again. It's if we could just not have May
lose 20 straight. Yeah.
If we could just not do that again, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, because I heard, I was listening to a baseball podcast, and ugly guy, fat guy, he was like, if you just take out that 20 game losing streak, we're actually a pretty good team. And I thought about it for a while, and I was like, you know what? I didn't quite think about it that way, but it does make a ton of sense. And I'm rooting for you guys. I hope that you don't lose 20 straight this year, because I hate to see you like that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That makes at least two of us that are hoping that doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about Jay. He's, kind of roots for chaos, that guy.
He was an evil fuck, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you guys to make your Red Sox A's bet. I want Jared to clear his deck. I want to get this new one on the books because nothing more exciting than a race to 79 wins.
Wow. Wow. Oh, I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
All right.
It's going to be great.
What I hope doesn't happen, Jay, is that when I'm in a financially responsible place to make this jersey bet, that he doesn't puss out because the Red Sox are like,
no.
I also hope
the
that.
A's by that point. Yeah.
I will accept an IO. No, excuse me, not an IOU. I guess we can lend you jersey bet credit at this point.
Okay.
That's what we can do.
Jersey bet credit.
Yeah. So you have 1 unit of jersey bet credit.
Okay. All right.
So is this on the books then?
This is on the books.
All right. A's Red Sox 2026 final win
A's
total.
Red Sox total wins jersey bet.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Yep.
This is good.
I can't wait.
How many years have we podcasted together? It's going to be like the 9th or 10th consecutive year where we spent the whole year talking about your guys' shit-ass teams, and the Guardians are going to finish with a better record than both of them. Happens every year.
That's on you for not having
basically the
sack
exception
to
of
insert
2018.
a jersey bet somewhere regarding the Guardians.
Well,
you got to put some juice behind it.
I've bet
you're still
against
pissed off about the name change.
I've bet against the White Sox. Yeah, I'm very pissed. I've bet against the White Sox. That in and of itself is kind of its own Guardians adjacent bet. I'm sure we'll come up with another one. I mean, I'm literally just getting paid out for my Guardians bet from the actual series the A's and Guardians played last season. So let's go easy on me having stones to get behind the Guardians. I got behind them. I actually thought about texting Dallas this year about going again before the series started, which I would have done. Wish I would have done. I would have another jersey. I mean, maybe could have gotten like a Chase DeLauder or a Travis Bazzana or like a Gavin Williams, one of these guys, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to
You're a pussy.
No, it's because like I try and respect your kind of like professional halo, and I didn't want to text you like, "Hey, you want to make a jersey bet, you fucking addict?" Like right before you got started broadcasting a game. So it was.
I mean, that would have been the best time. That would have been the best time.
Yeah, it would have been. If I want to take advantage of a friend, it would have been the best time for sure.
Because you got to understand, like where you catch me in that moment is like how I'm contextualizing how good my team is, and I'm getting ready to give that to the fans. Like, why wouldn't I? Yeah, yes,
I'm juiced up.
Absolutely. There you lost.
Yep. Lesson learned.
Scared money don't make money, Jay. Hey.
No doubt. Lesson learned, baby. Never again.
Wow. Okay. Jersey bets in.
Oh, yeah. Jersey bets in and Framber for 5. That's what I was going to say. We good with Framber's 5-game suspension?
Yeah, he tried to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Good with it.
Braves Dodgers this weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dick measuring contest. I'm pretty excited about that.
Clip that off.
Mm-hmm. Please do. I also, at some point over the weekend, maybe I'll run a jersey audit because 2 feels kind of like a lot. Like, do I actually owe him 2?
Yes, 100%.
Has time just gone on so long that like
I thought we
just
did
was
the audit.
talked
I thought we
into-
spent 10 minutes
we
on
did-
this
we did
podcast
the audit,
doing
and
the
that's-
audit.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's part of the
Yeah, I
problem.
remember USA versus DR. That's one,
And
but then there's
Vita
the
Blue.
other one. Yeah,
Vita.
like you asked for the jersey, but like, how did you get it?
Vita.
Yeah. Do you
We don't
remember?
have to go over this. We don't have to go over this.
Somebody in
What
the Discord
happened,
will be
though?
on top of it. It's fine. Well, I'll report back.
Yeah,
Tag me in it,
Yeah.
and I'll report back.
sure. All right. enjoy your weekend of baseball. We'll be right back here on Monday morning to break it all down for you guys. Very excited about this this Braves-Dodgers series, and I'm excited to win a couple jerseys from these guys. I mean, this is going to be light work, easy work, a couple of dubs. I'm going to have to get thinking on what I want in terms of the 2 jerseys. I don't even know if I have enough space in my closet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we got plenty of time. We got until the end of the season. So, all right, we'll see you on Monday.
We go.